Level Up Latina partners with working women and mamas alike to guide them in achieving fulfilling career and life goals through financial empowerment, professional or leadership coaching, and personal wellness. Find the unique coaching you need to succeed. We are Level Up Latina. Welcome to another episode of the Level Up Latina Podcast. This is episode 293. Ya le estamos llegando a los 300. Ya vamos para allá. Today's topic is related to summer rituals, and because this season there's a lot of sunlight, movement, fresh food, frutita, I feel that that's, gives us spark and motivation to do, all the things that we have slated for the summer. But before we get started, let me check in right here with my co-host Irene, because right now, for the time being, it's just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us. Just you and I. Hola, Cecy. I'm so excited to be here with you. How are you, Cecy? I'm good.
I'm good. Aquí también, excited for the sun that's out. I was telling you, I haven't gone for a run today, or I haven't done any exercise today, but ando en chinga grocery shopping, doing all the things on a Monday morning. But I want to get my run in because it's sunny out and I want to go out and run barefoot on the beach. That's my thing. When it's sunny outside, es lo que me gusta hacer. What about you? ¿Cómo estás empezando la semana?
I'm good. I'm feeling really good today. I just finished a workout challenge. So we did 12 weeks of not missing. What do we do? 4 a week, 30 minutes at least. We had to check in with a photo and proof of our workout. It felt really good. We all paid $75 to do it. And if anybody dropped, we would get their version of the money, or their, not version, but their contribution. And one girl dropped. So 5 of us made it. So I got $90, which is nice. And I got to give away $90 to all the girls that I was holding the money. So it felt good today. I felt like, wow, we finished that. And it was, some weeks were harder than others. Last week I worked out 7 times. So I was on it. But I'm feeling good. Good start to my week to have that one.
Nice. Today I want us to, start thinking about summer goals and stay away from extreme routines. I want us to kind of keep it simple, talk about wellness rituals, small sustainable practices that we want to implement or have already implemented as we step into the summer months. I know we talked about it on the podcast and we talked about it on our post that May was just a crazy busy month, and it tends to be, right? It's just se está terminando el año escolar. It's a lot of end of school activities, teacher appreciation day. A lot of things go on in May. So today, as we're starting June, this is the first episode of June, I want us to kind of start talking about what are these 3 core areas that we want to focus on when it comes to nutrition, movement, and mindfulness as we step into these summer months. So let's dive right in. I want to start with nutrition. So we tend to eat with the season, in the fall, winter breaks, we crave calditos, warm soups and things of that nature. But when it starts getting warmer outside, we crave like fresh salads, frutita, con limoncito, that sort of thing. I do realize that when I eat heavy, I just feel sluggish. But when I eat lighter and, do all my little morning routines and things of that nature, me siento como con más energía. So let's get started with that. When it comes to food, is there specific summer foods that you enjoy having, or that you're oh, for sure, this is something that I for sure do or eat every summer?
I'm on it. Just in having you describe what we eat, I was I'm on it. Right now, we are fully stocked on the fruits, which I love. They're also, I think, on sale in at Northgate. The strawberries have been awesome. The berries, the blueberries, blackberries. So we have a lot of fruit right now. We have canned peaches from Trader Joe's. I love canned peaches in my oatmeal. But I've been on a parfait kick with the kids. So Greek yogurt, lemon, granola. And I have a brand of granola that I love, the Old Farm, no sé qué. I love it, and I don't know what it's called. But I can think of the label. Oatmeal, I think it's called. You know oatmeal? It's delicious.
Yeah, I like their oatmeal.
I'm farm, barn. Got it. And then we do all the fruits. So it's delicious. I love that for the summer. Frutita. My kids eat a lot of pepino con limon, and they're better about that in the summer with their tajin. I'm not a huge tajin person. I love watermelon. I'm on a fruit kick now that I think about it. Pero I am one of those moms. The other day I was thinking, like, why is this? Porque somos así. And then I was thinking maybe because it's easier. But I am totally one of those moms that does crave to cook caldos in the summer. Like, it was hot last week, I think it was.
I'm gonna make caldo de pollo today.
No, something about it. Like, I was thinking, I'm not trying to be a stereotype. Like, I'm aware and I'm being a stereotype. Un día hice sopa de albondiga. And like 2 days later, I made chicken soup, my chicken noodle soup that the kids love, and they grubbed. Se terminaron. They grubbed. The whole family loves it. Nunca queda de sobra. Like, everybody loves it. Y si queda de sobra, se lo terminan like the next day because they're very good about that leftover food. And I was thinking, why is it the hottest days que se nos antoja hacerlo? And then I thought maybe it's just easier for moms. Maybe making a soup is easier. And on a hot day, I'm not trying to make an intricate meal. So we're over here telling them, don't they see the weather outside? Yeah, but they got to make the meal. And it's probably easier to throw things together and make a sopa. So that dawned on me the other day that we don't pick it because it's hot. We pick it porque se nos antoja, and it's probably easier to make a delicious caldo. So anyway, enjoy your caldo today on this beautiful hot day. But that's what we eat in the summer.
It's so true. It's easier just like todo en una olla. Everything, throw it in the pot. That was my thought today. I was like, I haven't made caldo de pollo in so long. And mind you, we're in San Francisco, so we don't get like the warm weather. It's usually, especially in my neck of the woods, it's like foggy, frito. Today the sun's out, but I'm like, we haven't had caldo de pollo in so long, and feel like we need it, like our body needs it. My husband's like, yeah, that's gonna make me feel good, you know? So that's my thing today. When it comes to my morning rituals, I kind of switch it up here and there depending on, I don't know, my energy and what I have at home. But I always like to start with like a cup of like hot water with like lemon. And sometimes I put apple cider vinegar. I've talked about this on the podcast before. Or sometimes a shot of, ¿qué le pongo? Oh, if I have coconut water, it's like a little bit of coconut water, freshly squeezed orange juice, cayenne pepper, and chopped off like little itty bitty pieces of ginger. And it's supposed to be a good immune booster. And it just, I don't know, it gives me energy. I mean, imagine with the cayenne pepper, it just like gives me that little kick. So I like to start off my mornings with that. Definitely big on the fruits in our house. Today I was telling Irene off cameras and off recording that I went to Trader Joe's this morning, first thing in the morning when they open. I got a bunch of fruit. I bought kiwis. I brought strawberries, blueberries, cantaloupe. What else did I get? Oh, and then I also like to get like the frozen fruits because I like to make smoothies during this time, you know, especially when I'm doing my like cleansing or whatever, and I like just having that in the freezer. One thing when I was like searching this topic, like what to implement, what to talk about, was to have like a weekly nourish bowl or like a smoothie ritual that you have like at least once a week during these summer months. And one thing that I like to implement during these like warmer months is my Mediterranean bowls. I think I've talked about them in the past. Están ricos y so bien fáciles. I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys.
You can tell us now.
Yeah, so it's quinoa, cooked quinoa. Yeah, cooked quinoa, chopped up cucumbers, feta cheese, hummus, the red purplish olives. They're Kalamata olives. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Kalamata olives. Mm-hmm. What else? And then I mix like in a little jar of roasted red bell peppers with I think it's half a cup of olive oil, half a cup of raw almonds, a little bit of garlic if you wish, salt, pepper, and then you grind that. I do it with like my handheld like blender thing. Yeah. And it creates this like paste, and it's, you know, that's part of like the protein. Se me está haciendo agua la boca as I'm talking about it. So you just put all that together. You drizzle it with olive oil, limoncito, salt, pepper, and pepperoncinis. And it's like so good. It's refreshing and it's filling. So sounds amazing. We're having that on Wednesday. Like I create my weekly menus, and so we're having that on Wednesday, likely Thursday too, because we love it. The girls love it. So it's a good thing. So if you can implement something like that once a week, like maybe twice a week, it's healthy, it's refreshing. Te quitas ya de la preocupación, like, oh my God, what are we going to have this week on Wednesday or whatever? You know, it's easy. So maybe, this week we start the collective. So I'm like, I want something easy, something fast that I can just get home, get it done, and then go on with my collective. So that's one tip that I have as far as nutrition. And then one thing also is like to eat outdoors, it's just like something about being al fresco, eating outdoors. My husband loves to barbecue. I know Diego does too when it's this time of year.
Yes, I love eating outdoors. It was one of my favorite things when we finally moved to a house that had a big, beautiful yard. In our previous house, ay, me encantaba. And now in this house, even more. We bought the house because we needed to have a place to have our picnic table, que me encanta. That at first, Diego was like, it's kind of small. Like, he wasn't a fan of it. Pero me encanta. Ha durado. Nos ha durado ese picnic table. We fit perfectly. And me encanta que es chiquita because I think it's even more intimate. We're like los cinco allí and the dogs surrounding us. I love eating outside. I love barbecuing. I have a great recipe for jerk chicken, which you marinate like a day before you grill it. Diego's so good at grilling it. Now my mouth is watering. This is like a random show. We're talking about summer rituals, and Cecy and I jumped into food.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not going to bore you with the recipe for my jerk chicken, but we'll add it. I wanted to bore us with Cecy's, and I hope you're not bored by it because I want to make that today, but I will share mine as well.
Yes, please do. I mean, the more the merrier, and that way, it gives us ideas like, oh, what should I cook? What should I try? Algo que se antoja más before I jump on to the next topic is como seafood, el aguachile, tostadas de camarón, de ceviche. Yummy.
We're on the same page. I just made that the other day, homemade. They loved it. The family devoured it. Les encanta. Because, we love going to Northgate, our Mexican market, and the shrimp was on sale. I like to obviously make what's on sale. So seasonally, we're going to make summer vegetables, summer fruits. And the shrimp was on sale. So I made a delicious aguachile. It was so, so good. And it's so simple. It's so easy. Isaiah was shocked. He was like, it's so easy. Se hace con limón de veras. Like, it's legit like that. I'm like, super, super fácil. My son's learning how to cook this summer because, he's got his own apartment in college next year.
Nice. Va a aprender de todo. Speaking of Northgate, so I've seen, I don't know if it's near, but una tienda Northgate que está grandísima. Is that close to you?
Yeah, so that's in Orange County, and they made it amazing with the idea that it has like a food court. It has like the Mexico, los churros mora. I think it's mora, the word.
Oh, sí.
I can't ever pronounce it. Like if English is my second language or Spanish is my second language.
No, I know what you're talking about. I can picture like the design.
Churreria,
like, something.
I think it's mora. M-O-R-A. I think. I could be wrong. I'm butchering it, but it's...
Morro? Or
maybe morro. Maybe it's morro.
I don't know if it's R con double R or just R. One.
I'm going to Google it. You're going to hear the sounds of my computer because I need to know. But it's so cool because it's a Mexican churreria.
Yeah.
And morro, you're right. And it was in Mexico City originally for years. And it's super cute music, cute vibe. But they have it in that Northgate. That Northgate's amazing.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I don't have anything like that up here. So I'm jelly. All right, let's move on to movement. So moving with like the summer energy, the vibe I was talking about earlier, how like for sure when the sun is out, like I want to be outside. I want to, and some people don't. Like some people just get like super, super like tired in the sun, and then it wears you out. But I like to go outside. I like to run barefoot. So with that in mind, with the summer movement, your body, the feeling, like any movements or exercises that you like to do during this time of year that you normally don't do the rest of the year?
So this year I'm going to hope to get back on it, but there have been years in the past where I've been really good about biking at the beach, and I love it. My family really loves it. We have like older bikes that are kind of rinky-dink. We got them used during the pandemic, and that's why we got into it. So I got to get better, get some new bikes, get on it, because that's like such a fun thing to do at the beach, and it's so much vibes. There's so many people. I like going to the dog park, but that's not as active, it's not us doing much. But obviously walks around the neighborhood. We love walks around this neighborhood. So walking more, biking more, going to the beach for sure.
Yes, same here. So the walking for sure, especially when like Luis is in the office or I'm, in charge of the dog. I like to do like a quick little 10, 15-minute walk with the dog before I get started with the rest of my, work responsibilities or drop-offs and all those things in the morning. It's a good way to just get my body moving. Let's see. I like to stretch my ankles before I get out of bed because we are cuarentonas and buenonas and we need the extra stretch. What I like to do for moving, so walks for sure along the beach, descalza, that sort of thing. On the weekends, I like to go get some cafecito and just walk and just feel the air. We're lucky, I guess, and unlucky where we are not in super extreme hot weather here in San Francisco. So we'll get occasional like super sunny days, and on those days for sure I want to go out and run and be barefoot, like I said, on the beach. But it's also like a good climate to run, porque no estás like super sudada. So I like to run more during this time of year. I want to get into biking. I haven't had a bike since I was in college y me la robaron. But I want to get into biking. I don't have one. Maybe también I'm going to look into like getting one. Not all over the city because me da miedo, with a few of my colleagues, like they ride their bike to work, and Luis occasionally does that too. And a mí me daría miedo. Like, no, I'm not all about that. But yeah, and then swimming, I don't know anyone here in the city that has a swimming pool, but there are public pools. So just getting out there, swimming and being active, that, with activities that play into the summer, just being outside. I think just being outside, moving, whatever it is, if it's a walk, if it's a jog, if it's like running, yoga, maybe. Oh my God, yoga on the beach.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Yeah. You're good about that. You're good about doing activity out in the world like that. Qué bonito. Running.
Yeah, for sure. So let's keep moving. Let's also like feel our bodies of what we're feeling. I was telling you earlier that I haven't exercised today, but I feel like anxious because my body needs it. So I'm gonna whatever, a la hora que sea, I'm gonna make it happen. Before sunset, I'm gonna make it happen and go for like a quick little run on the beach.
I'm gonna work out too. I mean, I work out on my Peloton, so it's not that exciting. Es lo mismo adentro, afuera.
All right, so the next part that I wanted to focus on is mindfulness. So just creating stillness in the sunshine and laying out. Sometimes you just want to lay out and feeling it. And I don't know, I feel like it's like it was a crazy time of year, but then it starts to slow down because the kids are going to be home and you're not like rushed in the mornings to get them out to school on time and all that. So I want to talk about promoting slowing down, but taking care of ourselves and enjoying the sun. So what are some of the ways that you practice mindfulness during the summer months, Irene?
That's such a good question, and I wish I was better at it, because I was thinking the other day, admittedly, that I like to have like vacations planned and all kinds of stuff, un desmadre, and I'm doing this in August, and I'm doing this in October, and I'm doing this in July. Siempre it's like that. So I try not to be like overwhelmed, because vacations are a good thing, and while I'm there, it's about slowing down. But I was thinking about it this summer, and one thing we did at work, we instituted a 2-week closure for our nonprofit like we do in Christmas time. So everyone's going to have a beautiful 2-week shutdown, and it's gotten tied to 4th of July. So that's like a 3-day weekend. Then that next Monday is like the clock that starts for the 2 work weeks off, which is awesome, because really you're going to get, what is that, like 10, 11 days plus the 2 weekends. So about 15 days off, 16 days off. So it's fantastic. We're really excited about that. And I think that everyone at the office is really excited about. It's purposely a summer wellness, mindfulness, slow down kind of thing. Like, you're still going to get paid, do something productive with those 2 weeks that's significant and meaningful to you. And sure, if you want to travel, great. If you want to not do anything and spend time in nature, if you want to just sleep, catch up on rest, like, that's the point of it. So I'm really excited about that this summer, because my whole office is going to be aligned to this 2-week wellness shutdown. Like, it is literally a intention around taking care of yourself and being mindful that we need time to reset and time to re-energize for work and the busy fall season. The idea came from one of my direct reports, who's our director, who's incredible, just does such a great job. She is a huge fan of passion planners. Those planners are amazing. They've been around for years, and they're just really great planners. And they donate them to our students every year. They give us, I think, maybe over 100 planners, and that's been really great for several years. But I guess they pay their employees to take time off in the summer. I think it's in the summer. They take time off, and they call them passion weeks, and they give them time off to pursue a passion for 2 weeks. And I think they even give them money at Passion Planner. So we're starting where we can with time, but how mindful of them as a company, how mindful of them to give their people time to go follow your passions and do something that's meaningful to you and to give you some money to do it. So we're trying to emulate some of that cool culture from other organizations.
Very cool, and props to your colleague for coming up with that idea, and you for implementing it. How cool. Qué padre. Let's see. So for me, I think one thing that I am doing this year more, not daily, but that I'm trying to do daily in the mornings is my little 5-minute like journaling. And when I was looking up like topics and just ideas for mindfulness, it said 5-minute morning journaling on the porch in the sun. So si sale el solito, go outside, do your journaling, or maybe during sunset, just estar afuera writing and just taking in and breathing in nature. I think that's a good little ritual to implement during these summer months when the days are longer. And then another thing that I saw was like the golden hour, like a gratitude pause in the evening. We did yesterday we did like el rosario. We prayed the rosary yesterday. I think I talked about this before, that this year I made it a point to every first of the month, light my little candle, and for us as a family to pray the rosary just every first of the month. So yesterday we did that right before the girls went to bed, and so it was nice just to, the girls were already in bed, but we were in the room with them. So it was nice to just do it as a family, and also for them, I think para ellas fue como relajante, they were like, se quedaron dormidas right after. And then the other thing is to be more present. I think it's really hard because, as we all know, in this day and age, we're actively on our phones all the time. And then when we were like, oh, let me take a break, let me go, take a break from my computer from work, ¿qué hacemos? We grab the phone and we're like scrolling through Instagram, and it's so hard not to, But I don't know. I think I'm going to try to do less of that. And I did that the other day at the beach. I was like, okay, I'm going to put my phone away. I'm going to take my book, my physical book, so that I can actually read and not, be mindfully, I guess unmindfully scrolling through social media. And then the last thing that I'll say, and as a reminder, like if we're outside, let's remember to protect your skin, use sunscreen. I'm back into like, okay, what else can I be doing for my skin? What else can I be, doing to protect my skin? And even at as my nighttime routine, I've talked about those sprays from Mario Badescu that I like to have, like there's a cucumber scent, there's like a lavender scent, and then there's the rose. I love it like the morning and just to have it. And as a matter of fact, they're one of our affiliates, so if you like their products, check them out on our website. ¿Qué más me gusta hacer? Vitamin C también for the skin. That again, I'm like, I run out of product and then I forget about it, and then like I see all these things online. I'm like, oh yeah, let me jump back into that. And what can I be doing for las arruguitas aquí, the crow's feet? Yeah. So those are just some things that I think about, like when I'm being mindful of like, how can I slow down? How can I, what can I do? And when I think of slowing down, it's sometimes, we relate that to like, oh, I'm just being lazy. But no, I think our bodies also need to take a rest and then continue on. So
I was thinking about that mindfulness, Cecy, and I'm so glad of like looking back on our experiences since we've been podcasting and how we're a good influence on each other. Like nowadays, it's not even being lazy, but I remember I used to be so busy that something like stopping to do my little rituals with the things that we use for our face and our evening routine, take off that makeup, put on the cremas, the serums, that wasn't like a part of my life. And now I cannot bring myself to go to sleep or pack without my essentials. And I'm thinking, damn, my toiletry bag has like exploded. All the things. And it's age, I guess that makes us. But also you, thank you for being a good example. But I am on it now with those things. And even drinking water, taking my vitamins, I'm like having a moment. And like all the things that were so simple that I wasn't good at. And I'm good at the big things. People are always like, how do you do it all? How do you do it all? It's like, I don't wash my face at night. I don't sleep. I don't drink water. That's how I do it all. I put aside things that we should also be doing. But anyway, I have balance in my life. And so it is slowing down, but it's also like doing things for you, like stopping to like that book, Girl, Wash Your Face, that book by Rachel Hollis. Like, just wash your face. Being able to have that habit every day is so important. And I can think of a time where I would roll out of bed, try to get these kids to school. My makeup was still on from the night before. I'm trying to put more makeup on top of that makeup. Pero un desastre. And you don't feel good about yourself, like running like that and not pausing to be mindful about like your tempo. And I'm on the other side of it, ladies. I've struggled with that because that's the first thing I'll put aside, like, or before at least. And now I'm being really conscientious of my sleep and getting my sleep in. And I'm a work in progress, but it matters, Cecy. And it's not being lazy wanting to sleep. And it's not being lazy taking that time to just take care of you. It's being intentional, mindful, like you said. And I'm so proud that you're such a good example because, girl, it has grown on me to the point que te cuento que I will come lay down with my husband and spend time with him because I know he wants to spend time together, if you know what I'm saying. And I still want to look good, but I'm like, I got to get up. Like, he gets to go to bed and I get to go do my ritual, like, after we spend time together because it's that important to me.
Yeah, no, es importante. It's importante. And yeah, you're right. Like, that's what the first thing that goes away when we get super busy. But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's us and how we feel and how we project to others. And when you feel good, when, you know, both physically, mentally, then you're going to perform that much better in all aspects of life. And it's true. It's true. It's not selfish. It's like, we got to do it. And so the reason why we keep on harping and, you know, bringing back this topic to the table and to the podcast is because we need to remind ourselves and, you know, jump back on it when we, you know, fall off the wagon. So with that, I think I want to invite our listeners to, when you see this podcast, when you see this post about this podcast, like, let us know, what is your favorite summer wellness ritual? What is it that you've been implementing, or what is something that you want to get started on? You know, let's continue the conversation. Let's not stop it here. Let's make sure that we're doing those things this summer, and regardless how busy it gets. I know, you know, with vacations, and you mentioned this, Irene, like just planning the vacation, a lot of times it's very exhausting. So what are we doing to take care of ourselves and pausing during those times that, you know, we just have a lot on our plates. So what else was I going to say? So this episode is going to air the same day that our summer collective is starting, so it's not late to join. I know last time a few gals joined, like I think after the first session had already happened. These are 6 Wednesdays in a row that we're going to be meeting live, but also if you can't meet live, then you will have access to the homework, the handouts, and the recording for sure, so that you can, you know, watch along as we continue the collective. So again, it's 6 weeks of group coaching, essentially, the summer collective, and they will be Wednesdays starting today, June the 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know if there's anything that you want to add about that, Irene.
I just wanted to say that, you know, you can join today. So this is going to air the day that we start. You can join today. You can join after today. You know, we had that happen last time around. These are shared. So these sessions work on sort of a cycle together. So you're able to jump on that cycle. If you feel like you're late, you're not. You can catch up with the recording. If there's anything assigned in week 1 or even 2, like, you won't really miss much because we are providing it to be used at your leisure so that you can move along at your pace. So I would encourage women who are hearing this now to not feel like it's too late. And if you have a gut instinct, like, I need to do this, I need to get around like a session that forces me to stop 1 hour a week for the next 6 weeks to reset. Because Cecy and I are talking about the things we're doing, but we had to like stop our lives to get to these habits, the working out, the eating, the night routine, the care routine. Girl, I can think of a time where we were not doing these things. More so me than you, right, Cecy? Because you're pretty great about it, thank goodness. But you are also admitting that you're making the time for it. Journaling, your gratitude journal. It wasn't something you were doing. It wasn't something I was doing. So these sessions really help you start to build better habits. So I want women to join whenever you feel so inspired. You won't be late if you feel like you missed the start date of the 4th of June. Like, come on in and join us.
Thank you. And that is it. I just want to, again, remind you to slow down if you can, soak up the sun, and take care of your mind and body in the gentle ways. And some of the examples that we gave you, if you want to share what you're doing, please go right ahead. If you want to continue the conversation, you know how to find us on social media. Our handle is @leveluplatina. Our email is admin@leveluplatina.com. And our website is always leveluplatina.com, where you can find ways to join our collective or even the guilt-free squad that meets once a month. So that is a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you.
Thank you mucho, Cecy. Thanks for always bringing this wonderful conversation to the table. Bye.
Bye.